Humans, this is an adoption campaign, but it's not for me or Mr. Buttons or Frank over there. It's for you, humans. This is a call to humans to adopt our movement, to adopt our cause.
This isn't just about saving one of us.
It's about saving all of us.
Thousands of lives, every single day.
It's about support for every one of us four, and sometimes not four-legged best friends, waiting to meet a best friend of our own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge.
Shelter by shelter, city by city.
We can save thousands of pets each day. Join us. Together we can save them all.
Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. Don't forget that we'll have dog walking at the shelter this weekend from 11 to 1. We'd love to have the community come out and join us so we can get all the dogs out. But remember that next weekend, so November 15th, we're pairing up with the Sylacauga Parks and Rec, and we'll have the dogs out at Sylaward Trail. So we had a great time during the summer with this event, so we decided to repeat it when the weather's a little cooler. So come on out, join us. We should have some turkey chili for all the volunteers, and we'll just have a great time. So it's also at 11 o'clock, so you can watch the shelter Facebook page for any announcements about it. But come out this weekend and come out next weekend also. And if you do come out, you can meet our pet of the week. We have Pistachio right here. This is Pistachio at our Horses and Hounds Halloween parade, so you can see that she was dressed up as a jack-o'-lantern. But Pistachio is a little over a year old. She is up to date on all of her shots. She's fixed. She's ready to go to a home, and she is a super sweet dog. She does great with all of our volunteers, adults, children. She does great with other dogs. So if you're looking for a really sweet dog, then Pistachio is sitting at the shelter waiting to go home with you. So please message the shelter. You can message Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill. We're all happy to help you figure out if Pistachio is right for your home. But we would love to have you come out. She was at the Horses and Hounds parade, like I said, with this picture. And my guest that I'm going to introduce you to, she helped us at that Horses and Hounds Halloween parade. So we have Peyton Christ here today. Peyton is the newly crowned Miss Hidden River Teen, and she's so active in the community, does a lot. She started her own nonprofit, so we've got a lot to talk to her about. So Peyton, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And we also have her dad with her. We have Tim here.
Thanks, Tara.
Okay, so Peyton, let's talk about everything that you've got going on right now. So tell us about, first of all, let's talk about Miss Hidden River Teen, because this is new. You just got crowned on Sunday, correct?
Yes, ma'am. Sunday
so
night.
Tell us about that and how you felt when you heard your name called out.
So this is really funny. When my name got called out, I was absolutely like, what? Like, you know, I had this whole plan, like, if I get crowned tonight, I'm going to look so cute. I'm going to, look, there's a picture.
I know, there's the picture. You look beautiful.
That's not the way I thought I looked. I was like, wait, Peyton? Me? Like, is there another Peyton here? So, in all, shocked, so grateful, beyond grateful. Miss Victoria Seal, going to be the best director. Cannot wait. Love my girls. Love the whole community. It's going to be great. So excited.
It's going to be an amazing year, and you'll get to compete at Miss Alabama Teen.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when is that?
It should be beginning of March.
Okay. Oh, so that's soon.
Very, very
soon. Oh my
soon.
gosh.
Yes, we're going to
So
have boot camp in January or February.
So you're going to be really busy.
Yes, ma'am.
You're already busy. Yeah. You're involved with FBLA, you dance.
Yes, ma'am.
And then you've also got your own nonprofit that you started.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's talk about Adoptions Can Transform Families.
Yes, ma'am. So my nonprofit, ACT Families, Adoption Can Transform Families, was created around 2022, but we always tell people it's not it became an official nonprofit a couple weeks ago, but ACT Families has always been something that I've done and been close to my heart. It just had an official name in 2022.
Okay. Now, what inspired you to start ACT Families?
So I was adopted at 3 days old by my dad and my mom. And so I went straight from the hospital, and I know that I tell people not every child is as lucky to just be born and then go straight to their forever family. So when I talk to people, I tell them, like, not everyone can adopt, not everyone can foster care, but there's always a way to help and support.
So what can people do to help and support your nonprofit itself?
So we're currently in the process of having a fundraiser with the Wharf in Sylacauga. So we're having a shrimp boil. Tickets are $30 a piece, and the boils feed about 2 people, but probably more depending on how much you eat. So if you could buy, that would be amazing, and support ACT Families, and some of the proceeds will go to the Wharf and some will go to ACT Families.
Now, how can people get in touch with you if they do need to get a ticket for the Wharf?
Yes, ma'am. So if you don't mind, I can share the number.
Yeah.
So you can text 256-626-4769. You can follow my mom on Facebook, which is Deanna Hudson Christ. You can follow me on Instagram, MaltPC, Peyton Christ.
And so there are
And
lots
your
of
adoption
ways.
can
And
transform
my Adoption
families.
Can Transform Families
on
new
Facebook.
Facebook page. Yes, sir.
Oh, great. So there's a way for people to contact you through the nonprofit
Yes,
itself.
ma'am.
Now, let's talk about who you hope to help through the nonprofit, or who you've already helped since you've been around for a while as an unofficial nonprofit, and now you're official.
Right now we're raising funds for upcoming news, Safe Haven Baby Boxes in Sylacauga. So if you don't know what that is a baby box that you put in the side of a fire station, and moms, dads, they can come and secretly put the babies in the boxes, and the babies can be taken to their forever homes. So right now we're raising funds for that, fundraising for that. Super excited. And what else?
That's the big one
That's
right now.
the big one right now,
That's the
yes,
big
sir.
news. We're working with Mayor Hubbard and the council and hoping to get those things rolling pretty quickly.
That's amazing. So what inspired you to do the baby box?
So it really came out of nowhere. We were at an event for Lifeline Children's Services, and this lady, her name's Amanda Mancuso, she walked up to me and we were talking, and I was telling her about ACT Families, and she was like, "You need to come intern for me." And I was like, "Okay, so what do you do?" And she's like, "Well, she is the one that takes the babies that are put in the Safe Haven baby boxes and takes them to their forever families. So she goes through packets and pages and picks the families that these babies will go with." And I
Okay.
was like, "Why don't we have one of these in Sylacauga?" So that was really inspired me to like, okay, we need to get this going.
You're such an inspiration with everything that you do, and I know that all of your work that you do through your nonprofit and now the baby box, you're going to really help positively affect so many families. Now, what have you seen so far? I mean, personally, what have you seen just with your work, with the families that you've been able to help or connect with?
So the one family that we have helped so far, the family of baby AJ, we had a Christmas fundraiser for them this time last year, but sadly their adoption fell through.
Okay.
So right now we have another family that we're going to help, a family in our church who is also in the process of adopting. So right now we've got the funds that were raised for baby AJ last year that everyone so thankfully gave, and we're going to try to transfer it to the new family also in the process of adopting.
Okay. Now, can either of you share if you could counsel people that are trying to adopt or that are working on it right now, is there any information that you can share to help those families?
Oh, there's so much. First thing is make sure that you're called to do that, because it is a long, winding road with a lot of obstacles, some potholes along the way. So we were in process for Peyton for over 5 years,
Okay.
waiting on that call. And a lot of opportunities came our way to keep being persistent. I'm using that word instead of any challenges, but we stayed the course. We knew that the Lord was calling us to that. So make sure that that's a calling because of the journey that it is. It's not without issues for sure. Very few go seamlessly. I would say also gather your community to support you through it, because there is no way that I feel like we could have done that without our family, our church family and friends just rallying behind us. And make sure that you're well informed of the process. Ask a lot of questions of the agency, even if it's DHR, but ask a lot of questions to make sure there is no question that should be off limits when you're talking about this. You're talking about changing your family forever and the dynamic of your family. And thankfully we did. Thankfully we're right here where we are today. So we're grateful for the process. We're grateful for adoption.
Absolutely.
We have advocated for adoption and foster care for several years, and definitely want to make sure that people know that this is it's a beautiful picture of the gospel. It's a beautiful picture of how to grow your family, and that also if you're not called to do that, you can rally around those
support,
families that
absolutely.
are, by bringing them meals, by bringing any kind of opportunity that the family might need. So reaching out to families as well to just to say, how can we help you?
Well, Peyton, like I said, you're such an inspiration, and I know that you are a positive influence on other young people, and we very much appreciate everything you do in the community.
Thank you.
And we've got a picture of you and your pup right here. We appreciate you being a puppy sister also.
Yes.
and thank you so much for coming out to walk dogs with us and helping with the parade. I know a lot of people enjoyed seeing those dogs, and it's helped us get some of those puppies ready to go to transport to New Jersey. So all of your hard work helped us have a lot of videos and a lot of information about those dogs. So we appreciate you, and thank you so much for coming on the show again.
Thank you.
And make sure to come out and join us this weekend at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter. And remember, Pistachio, our pet of the week, is available for adoption. Let's find her a home. And we'll have more Daybreak after these messages.